Imagine, it's a dark, stormy night, and you find yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind howling in your ears. Below, the waves crash violently against the rocks. You're trapped, no clear way out. Everything around you is chaos, but somehow, you remain calm. You take a deep breath, focus your mind, and find a way through the storm. Now, what if I told you that this cliffhanger moment isn't just a scene from a thriller movie? It's a perfect metaphor for life's toughest challenges. When the pressure is on, when everything seems to be crumbling, the one thing that separates those who survive from those who fall is resilience. But what is resilience really? How does it work? And how can you master it to navigate the unpredictable twists and turns life throws your way? Today, we're unraveling the science behind resilience. Get ready, because we're about to dive deep into the hidden power within you. What is resilience? In simple terms, resilience is the ability to recover from challenges, stress, and adversity. It's about how well you can adapt to change or difficult circumstances. But here's where it gets interesting. Resilience is not just about surviving tough situations. It's also about thriving and becoming stronger because of those challenges. Psychologists often describe resilience as a dynamic process. It's not a trait you either have or don't have, but rather a set of behaviors, thoughts, and actions that can be learned and developed. Some people might naturally be more resilient, but we can all build and strengthen this ability over time. Well, life is unpredictable. You can't control every situation or avoid every setback, but how you respond to those situations can make all the difference. Resilience is what helps you maintain mental and emotional strength, even when things don't go according to plan. The science behind resilience. Now let's dive into the science behind resilience. Researchers have spent years studying resilience and what makes some people better at handling adversity than others. One of the key findings is that resilience is a complex interaction between your genetics, environment, and personal experiences. The brain's role in resilience. Your brain plays a major role in how resilient are you. The prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, problem-solving, and emotional regulation, is highly active when we face stress. People who are more resilient tend to have better developed prefrontal cortexes, allowing them to regulate emotions and make clear decisions even under pressure. Additionally, the amygdala, the brain's fear center, plays a role in how we react to stress. Resilient people tend to have a more balanced relationship between the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, neuroplasticity and resilience. Here's some good news. Our brains are malleable. This concept is known as neuroplasticity, which means that our brains can change and adapt based on experiences and behaviors. When you consistently practice resilience, you're actually rewiring your brain to handle stress and adversity better. Every time you successfully overcome a challenge, your brain strengthens those neural pathways, making it easier to bounce back the next time you face difficulties. The role of hormones. Another important piece of the resilience puzzle is hormones, especially cortisol and oxytocin. Cortisol is often called the stress hormone because it's released during stressful situations. But here's the thing, while some cortisol is necessary to help you deal with immediate challenges, too much can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even depression. Resilient people have a better ability to regulate their cortisol levels, meaning they can manage stress without letting it overwhelm them. On the flip side, oxytocin, sometimes called the love hormone, helps to counteract stress. It's released when we feel connected to others, which is why social support is such a critical part of resilience. People who maintain strong relationships with friends, family, or communities tend to have higher levels of oxytocin, helping them bounce back from difficult times more effectively. Why resilience matters in our daily lives. Resilience affects almost every area of your life, from your mental health to your career and even your physical well-being. Mental and emotional health. Resilience plays a massive role in mental health. People who are more resilient are less likely to experience chronic stress, anxiety, and depression. This is because they've developed the ability to cope with negative emotions and stress in healthy ways. Instead of getting stuck in a cycle of negativity, resilient individuals can process their emotions and move forward. Life will always have ups and downs, but when you have the mental toughness to handle setbacks without letting them take over, you're more likely to experience long-term emotional well-being, career and professional success. Resilience is also a huge factor in professional success. The workplace is full of stressors, deadlines, conflicts, competition, and setbacks. If you're easily discouraged or overwhelmed, it's hard to stay motivated and perform at your best. Resilient people tend to be more adaptable, which means they're better at handling changes and uncertainties in their careers. They don't give up easily, and they're more likely to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. This ability to persevere through difficulties can lead to greater success, both in the short and long term. Physical health. Believe it or not, resilience also has a significant impact on physical health. Chronic stress can take a toll on your body, leading to issues like high blood pressure, weakened immune systems, and even heart disease. But resilient people who can manage their stress more effectively are less likely to experience these negative physical health effects. Research has shown that people with higher levels of resilience tend to recover from illnesses faster, have better immune responses. How to build and strengthen resilience. The great thing about resilience is that it's not something you either have or don't have. It's something you can actively work on and strengthen. Here are a few science-backed strategies to help you build resilience. Cultivate a positive mindset. One of the most important factors in resilience is your mindset. Resilient people tend to have an optimistic outlook on life. This doesn't mean they ignore problems or pretend everything is perfect. It means they focus on finding solutions and seeing the opportunities in challenges. Start by practicing positive self-talk. When you face a setback, instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "This is tough, but I can figure it out." Over time, cultivating a positive mindset can make you more resilient. Build strong relationships. When you have strong relationships with family, friends, or a community, you're more likely to handle stress and adversity effectively. Why? Because you have a support system that can offer encouragement, advice, and emotional strength when you need it most. Make time to nurture your relationships. Reach out to friends and family. Invest in your social connections, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Practice self-care. Taking care of yourself physically and emotionally is a key part of resilience. When you're physically healthy, you're better equipped to handle stress. Prioritize exercise, sleep, and a balanced diet. And don't forget to take time for relaxation and activities that bring you joy. Regular exercise has been shown to reduce stress and improve mood, while proper sleep is essential for emotional regulation. These small acts of self-care can go a long way in boosting your resilience. Embrace change. Resilient people know that change is inevitable. Instead of resisting change, try to embrace it as a natural part of life, are critical components of resilience. When you're open to new experiences and willing to adapt, you're less likely to be thrown off balance when things don't go as planned. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.